son become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of, sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This is taken just shy of the 10, and he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Our game here, a Thanksgiving staple in Dallas dating back to 1966. It was Tex Schramm, the Cowboys GM, who wanted to drum up a little publicity. And he drew 80,000 to the Cotton Bowl to see the Cowboys beat the Browns that year in '66. And a tradition was born and has only grown in love and passion over the years. Off the play fake, Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Prescott. That's complete left side to Gray. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. The Cowboys at 4-6 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job. They'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep. Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. A good chunk of those yards came after contact, and that's an area where he's really starting to excel as a running back.
It felt like he was doing a drill that running backs have to perform all the time, especially in pads, called a gauntlet drill. 2 guys, you know, people, these 2 rows, you have to go right through the middle of them and make sure you take care of the football and knock people aside. He's performing the drill on that run.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down now. It's Hawkins, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. Hawkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hawkins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, it's Hawkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Throwing Jones. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on the punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and inches, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Out to the right here to Shepard. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, it's Hawkins, and he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 25 on second down, Prescott. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Hawkins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The kick by Maher is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Giants.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
To throw is Prescott. Able to find Gray here. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, Prescott. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Gano's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over.